This is the series where we spawn on a little island above the void, with nothing to our name but some dirt and a tree. From there, we have been building outwards, and today we are going to build out even more, finally creating ourselves a house and exploring some of the surrounding islands. Let's get into it. In the last episode, we did a ton of farming, and to be honest, our farms are soon going to be absolutely overflowing with goodies. So we have a lot of things that we need to set up on the rest of the island to continue this project. First though, kitty cat, I think we ought to do some exploring. If you'll notice, we've done some exploring out this way, but we haven't been to the Sand Island, the Birch Island, or the geode. So I think that we should go and explore those things before we do anything else to unlock some more building blocks. Before we go exploring, a quick interruption from my new U2s. You can pre-order one at u2s.com, and this is what she looks like when you unbox her. This little figure will be available to slay any monsters in your own space starting today. I am so happy with her design. She's modeled to look like my Hermitcraft character holding a diamond sword. This is a limited edition item, so if you'd like one, go take a look with the link down in the description. In order to explore more, I'm gonna need a lot of blocks. After all, it is the void. Gosh, this place really does have a lot of cats, doesn't it? What is going on? It takes about 3 stacks to get between these islands, so we're gonna need a lot of wood. Okay, that should be enough slabs to get the job done, and I've got some extra spruce planks. Oh, and I'll bring some water so that we can get down to the geode. You know, I should also probably clean this up at some point. Okay, the first stop is gonna be the easiest, the birch forest. Birch forest shouldn't be any trouble at all, but for the geode, we have to go downwards, and for the sand island, we have to not touch it. So we'll just do birch first. Oh yeah, bridging in Skyblock is very entertaining. Almost there. Nailed it. Okay, we made it to the island. Now I'm just going to surround it in a little bit of these planks so that we can make sure that we get a sapling. Or 3 or 4. And of course, my fortune. Oh yeah, we already got one. Okay, easy. Birchwood is easy to get. Okay, we got 3 saplings and some birchwood. That's great. Fantastic. Doesn't appear that there's anything else on the horizon out here except for that geode. So we'll go to that next. Getting closer. This is definitely a scary one to be going to, not gonna lie. I hate dropping down into the void. It's really terrifying and hardcore. Okay, I think we're almost directly above it. I'm just gonna make like a little kind of tunnel here for the water. We'll light it up. Let's see where that water goes. Please be close. Oh no. Did I hit it? Okay, so this is safe to go down, I think. Oh goodness. Okay, but I made it, and I only have my silk touch pickaxe. I didn't really think that through. That's okay though. We can at least expose a few of the buds and come back with our fortune to farm amethyst. It also looks like this geode was too far away for any amethyst to really be growing. So we need to spend some time AFKing here to get more amethyst crystals. For now, I'll just mine out a little bit of this. And at least we have a path here. That's the important bit. I have to be so careful not to break any of those buds. I can't get them back, and there's no more geodes. This is Skyblock. The calcite is so pretty. I so wish this was renewable. Okay. I got it. Amethyst collector. 64 blocks of amethyst. And with that, I think I'm going to head all the way back up to safety. We're going to have to come back and AFK this to get some actual crystals. For now, at least we can get down there. I'm going to leave the water here. Oh, please don't drown. Please don't drown. Good. Okay, nailed it. No! The sun has set, and I didn't put a torch on the taiga, and that's a skeleton. And I don't have my bow. Come on. And it's got an enchanted bow. All right. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to risk it. I just have to really quickly get in there. Really quickly, really quickly. Don't shoot me. Yeah. Got it. Nobody worry. All under control. I'm going to go sleep before something else bad happens. Right. I've stored away my things, and I am ready to go again. I've also noticed that not only do we need to go to the Sand Island, but we also need to go to the Mushroom Island, which I kind of forgot about, not going to lie. Mushroom blocks would be super cool to have, though, as would mycelium, so we'd better go there. The Sand Island's a little tricky because it is just entirely floating sand, which means if we touch it, it's going to fall. In order to work around this, I'm going to get to the very bottom of this island, which is right here. And I'm gonna go from here. This will allow me to at least be as low as possible when we get to it, which should help, I hope. Okay, we're starting to get close. I want to be really careful that I don't accidentally get too close and touch it. It's a very fragile island. There it is in all its glory, ready to fall at any moment. So instead of getting any closer, I'm just gonna come right here, make another little water column, and pillar down a little bit to make a new platform. Just like so. 2 blocks should do it. I don't wanna be down there too long. Let me out. Let me out. Oh gosh. Okay, and now from this level down here, we are completely under the sand island. And I should be able to just fill this all in so that none of it falls. I'm walking on a floating island, which is a little scary. I'm gonna break this. Okay, got it. And then all we gotta do is grab this. Okay, oh, it's not all falling. Oh, there it goes. Got it. I got it. Nobody worry. And to represent that this was, of course, a sand island, I will leave that there. Because unlike the rest of the islands, this one vanished. I don't know if I quite have enough blocks to make it over to the mushroom island, but I might try just in case I do. Oh, we're so close. I don't think I have enough blocks to make it, but it's very close. For goodness sake. All right, well, it's gonna be a long walk back. Now, while I wait for that tree to grow, I suppose we can also finally farm some cactus. We can make an automatic cactus farm. I guess we'll add that over to our farming district eventually. Right, attempting to get to the mushroom island. Take 2. Here we are, and luckily we can actually grow these mushrooms on podzol just as well as mycelium. So I'm gonna leave all of this mycelium here. And just for symmetry, I'm gonna connect the mushroom island to the farming district. We may want to expand out here someday, and having to walk all the way around is a pain. Right, there we go. That was easy. Now we're all connected up to the farming district. And now we've got access to all of the blocks from the surrounding islands. Oh, there was a quest for that. Explore all the surrounding islands. We've got 9 out of 12. I'm not sure if that also counts nether islands, but we've gotten officially all of the ones surrounding us. So the next ones are going to be stuff like the pillager outpost, perhaps, and maybe some other things out in the world that we haven't yet seen. We now have a lot of brand new resources. From all of the islands around here, we've unlocked a ton of new blocks. I don't even know how many. It's a lot. I feel like we are officially running out of room to grow all of these things. We don't even have a tree farm for all of our trees. Oh, speaking of, hello. So I feel like it would be really logical to go ahead and create an area where all of these trees can grow. And to do that, we're gonna need a lot of blocks because we gotta expand the platform. Weirdly, I think I'm gonna go ahead and use stone bricks today. Now, we have this area over here where we just went exploring that is extremely ugly. I originally created this to spawn mobs, but let's be real, it's useless. We have that. Now that this is somewhat cleared up, I'm gonna go ahead and just try to make a big sort of rectangle here behind the mob farm. And this is where we'll be able to grow all of the trees. Now that we've got the outline, all we gotta do is fill it in. I'm gonna do this with spruce wood because it was already down. Island expansions are so fun. Having this platform cleaned up makes a huge difference. This already looks way better. However, I think I want to make this a little bit more interesting by adding some other squares off in the side that'll represent other trees that we're growing. I don't know if this will actually look any good, but I feel like it'll just give us that little bit of elevation change that this place really needs. Just so I don't get distracted and fall off while we're chopping all of the trees, this will definitely help. Just want to give it like a proper entranceway now, so I'm going to do that with some simple wall blocks and fences. And since it is the entrance to my tree farm, I feel like I should probably add a little bit of greenery. Oh, and maybe a lantern. There we go. Okay, now's the time where I have to actually plant the trees. So I've collected up all of the saplings that I'm gonna want to be planted in this area, and we have quite a few. So that also means that we're gonna need a bunch of dirt. And luckily, since I have this farming area now, I don't actually need all of this dirt. I do need a shovel though, hold on. So the only dirt that I really need here is the wheat, because I need to be able to grow wheat and beetroot since I don't currently have automatic farms for that. Sugar cane and pumpkins, however, I have plenty of. I love the way that amethyst sounds, and now that we have access to it, I feel like it makes a great decoration. Although I do need to make the actual block consistent. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay, the corners are definitely gonna have our really big and important trees. So that's gonna be our dark oak and probably our jungle tree. So let's go jungle right here and dark oak. And then one that is easy to get saplings for, but is equally important, spruce. I feel like this is a pretty good system for a spruce corner. We will surround the spruce by the oak, because that one's also pretty easy to come by. And now, I'm down to one singular dirt. But that's okay, because we still have some tree farm over here, so all I gotta do is take them down. Should have probably thought about this before I planted these saplings. That's okay, more spruce wood for me. That already looks sick. I really like the way that that looks. The stone brick makes such a difference. I'm so sick of cobble. The birch wood gets to grow here by this dandelion. And then we have these little pots here for the practical growing when we need like a bunch of one wood. Like if we needed a bunch of spruce, then we could plant all of these, or a bunch of oak, or whatever we need. And then there's the mangrove. Now, I do love mangroves, but I feel like you only grow a mangrove on a very special occasion, and perhaps we grow it on its own particular island. Oh, maybe in the middle here, actually. For now, a box for our logs, our leaves, and our saplings. Okay, there we have it. One singular little island for the mangrove propagule. Because that's gonna be a big tree. Wow, I did it. That actually feels pretty good. A whole area dedicated to growing trees. And now we have every sapling we've collected out here. The only thing we need is azalea, which we can make room for as soon as we get some. Unfortunately, it's been a very long wait waiting for, well, any wandering traders to show up. We've only had one, and we're on day 125. Regardless, though, this is exciting. And now I think we really should do something with all this wood that we're collecting. Oh, it's dark. Oh, lightning. Oh, dear. Oh, we don't want lightning. We don't want lightning. No, thank you. Crisis averted, chicken. Don't worry. I do think, though, that brings my attention to a new problem. With our wood moved over there and a brand new way to collect lots of materials, we should probably get a better home. I mean, we literally live in a bunker under the island. It's a good bunker. It's a great bunker. But I'll admit, it's a little ugly. Let's collect some materials and try to build a better house. Don't mind me just doing a little bit of tree farming in the rain, and I've collected up a whole bunch of logs that I hope we'll be able to use for our next project, my house. So far on this island, we've built a lot of very necessary and very functional structures, like the iron farm, or the carrot farm, or even the mob farm and the tree farm. But I do not yet have a home, and I would like one. At the moment, we sleep down here in the bunker. So, you see, I have had an idea. I thought, what if our home was just still under the island and we just kept it down here? But instead of it being a bunker in ugly cobblestone, we actually made it beautiful. I apologize to anybody who gets nervous about me using these water streams. Just know that I'm also nervous. Now, this oak wood platform here, this is going to be temporary. I just need something to stand on so that I don't die while I'm building. That would be, entirely pointless. Now that the scaffolding is in below, I want to go ahead and remove some of the excess blocks up here so I can really see what the skeleton of this bunker looks like. Alright, well, I guess you could say that this is getting quite a lot uglier before it's going to get pretty. Now, the next thing that I'm going to do is line up some pillars to hopefully get a better structure in place here. My interior decorations are going to have to suffer for a moment. Now, if I were an upside-down house, I would be this way. Oh, this is going to really mess with my brain. Wait, okay, that way? This way? Oh, boy. That's kind of fun, though. I think this is going to look pretty good. Yeah, I don't know if I made this clear or not, but this is going to be an upside-down house. Yeah, since it's underneath the island and I decided not to move it above the island, I figure we'll give our island a three-dimensional field by also doing builds upside down. Might be a bad idea, but let's try it. Hello, Nick. I'm gonna need all of your magenta terracotta and more. That's right, my plan with this house is to use magenta, a color that I admit I don't use a ton, but I think it'll look great below our island. Bees! Hold on. Hey, dude! You're a bee! No way! This is so cool. Don't mind me. I'm just going to, put this whole thing in glass. Could you imagine if I just started building a house for the bees instead? No, we gotta focus. We got an upside down house. It's upside down. It's gonna be so cool. After narrowly avoiding that bee distraction, I get back to work finishing off my base. The amethyst, it turns out, looks absolutely fantastic in the roof with the magenta, and I'm adding this little castle-y bit on the side for the stone generator. Things are going great. We're like half done. This concept may be taking a little while for me to kind of figure out, but I have to say, I'm really liking the inside of this house so far. I feel like it's got a lot of potential. Don't mind me, just gotta do another quick little risky maneuver. These little scaffolding platforms are so necessary, but boy, they're so awkward. All part of the fun, though. It's okay. As much as I enjoy Birch, I just wasn't loving it in this build, so I spent a little bit of time replacing with a higher contrast dark oak wood. But good news, I added crystals after a lot of AFKing the geode. Thank goodness for Silk Touch, though, because these look great. I think I'm nearly done with the roof of this house, and although it's pretty simple, I've had an idea with this water. See, I really like the way that this looks, but it would make a lot more sense, I think, if it was coming out of maybe a chimney. So I'm gonna do my best to design a little chimney right here that we could pour water out of, and then we'll be able to pop down to the lower layers through our chimney, which I think would be super magical. There we go, there's the chimney. And now we remove the scaffolding. This is now our chimney with the water in it. From this way, it looks a little bit odd, I'll admit, but I think it's going to really work out. We just put some glass windows down on this layer. Oh yeah, this is so much more spacious. The only thing it's missing is a door, and this is gonna be a little bit weird because, well, we can't really have an upside down door, but we can just put in a fake door right here, and, you know, maybe that'll just look okay, and we'll just cover it up on the inside, but from the outside it'll make sense. Well, I guess there's not a lot left to do now but decorate. So I'm gonna make a kitchen area over here, and we're gonna wanna move a bunch of these shelves. I don't know why, but I just love decorating interiors. There's something so cozy about this. We'll have a little sort of breakfast nook situation right here, right next to the kitchen, and then we'll have our bedroom over here. That's embarrassing. They saw that. Nobody saw that. I did not just drop an anvil on my head. I'm fine. All right, this is looking completely and totally awesome and cozy, and I love it. But it's missing one thing. If we're being honest, it may actually be missing more than one thing, but for now, it's definitely missing flower pots. All of the flower pots just absolutely everywhere. I really do just love a flower pot. Like, that is so much better. Now, quick little trapdoor situation. Much better. Oh, what a lovely interior. I'm absolutely thrilled. I could totally see myself working out of this space so much easier. And with that, I think our little house under the island is complete. Look at how cool this looks. You're just walking over here, using the mob spawner as normal, and you glance under the island, and there's a house. I actually really like that. It's definitely something that I've never done in Skyblock before, and I'm so happy with how it turned out. Join us in the next episode where we will take on some larger projects. We need to get to the bottom of the world, and I've also been looking at that mob spawner wanting to turn it into a tree. So, I'll see you next episode, everyone. We got lots to do.